Hey everyone, it's your boy Ominous here, back with another fun deck for you. I was able to go on a decent run in Ultra Ball rank using this deck with a nice 15-2 record. This deck revolves around Incineroar and Will. Incineroar's attack will deal 100 damage for each heads from the 2 coin flips. Using Will's supporter card will guarantee you get heads. At first, I was always flipping 2 heads with Will, thinking it would always work, but Will technically only ensures the first coin flip is heads. The second one can be tails. I did get a lot of attacks with 2 heads, as you'll see in the gameplay. Another great card is Magbeat with Toasty Toss, helping you power up your Litten before it evolves into Incineroar. Then you have Eevee with Find a Friend, helping you get Incineroar faster. And not to mention Sylveon EX, letting you draw 2 extra cards. Well, enough of me talking, how about we get to the gameplay? Going second this game, I have both Eevee and Litten in my hand. I'm going to put Eevee in the active spot, so that way when it's my turn and I can attack, I'll use Find a Friend to withdraw a Pokemon from my deck. And then keeping Litten in the bench, so that way I can keep charging him up with some fire energy. Alright, it's my turn, and I'm going to use the first Pokeball. I get another Eevee. I use the second Pokeball, and I end up getting my second Litten. I decide I'm going to put the Eevee down. I'm going to attach an energy to the Eevee in the active spot, use Find a Friend, and I get a Sylveon EX, which is great, so I can evolve both Eevees next turn. I'll be able to draw 4 cards. Alright, now I'm going to evolve the first Eevee on the bench. Use Happy Ribbon to draw 2 cards. I end up getting a Magbeat and a Professor's Research, which was great. I decide to use Professor's Research to draw 2 more cards, which another Professor's Research and an Incineroar. I decide, okay, now we're going to evolve Eevee into Sylveon EX. Happy Ribbon again, going to draw 2 more cards. So that's 6 cards in one turn, which is kind of crazy. I get another Incineroar and a rare candy. I now decide I'm going to put a fire energy on Litten. Since I have Magbeat, I decide, you know what, we're going to do a little switcheroo. Remove Sylveon EX, put Magbeat in there, have him use Toasty Toss, and that's another energy for Litten. Honestly, that was a great use of Mars. I had friggin' 8 cards in my hand. Luckily, though, I end up drawing a rare candy, a Will, and Incineroar, so I have the combo in play right there. My turn, and I draw my second Will. This game is in the bag already now. I use Rare Candy to evolve Litten and Incineroar. I use Will to make sure I guaranteed to get a heads. I attack. Heads, baby. Another heads, 200. That's an EVX gone and 2 points in the clear. And then I can use Will again next turn and destroy any of his Pokemon. Alright, here we go. I use Will. Guaranteed heads. I go to attack. And I'm gonna get 2 heads again. That's 200 damage. SP on EX, you're out. That's game, set, match. And I love going second, because now I'm going to use Pokeball, see what Pokemon I get. Another Eevee, which is fine. I use Professor's Research to draw 2 more cards. End up getting a Will and Incineroar, that's fine. I'm going to place my other Eevee on the bench, attach a Fire Engine to the active one, use Find a Friend, and I end up pulling a Litten, which is great. Wow, him getting Gardevoir on there, Espeon EX, and Sylveon EX, is able to have the 2 energy this turn on Espeon EX. He's going to be able to destroy my Eevee and get a point. That's honestly awesome play right there for them. My turn now, and gonna put Litten down there. I decide, you know what, let's evolve Sylveon EX so I can also draw 2 cards. I end up pulling a red card and another Incineroar. Put the Fire Energy on Litten, use Professor's Research to draw 2 more. I end up getting a Pokeball, so I'm going to use that, and I also had a Magby. I say, alright, I decide I'm going to put my second Litten down. Debated if I wanted to put Magby or not. I decided not to, and I'm going to hold off. Oh, and he uses Sabrina, which was a smart move. He's got to get my Litten, and he's done. So now they've got 2 points, and I'm down to just 1 Litten and Sylveon EX. I debated back and forth, do I want Sylveon EX to go in there and take a shot, or do I evolve my Litten into Incineroar and have it stay up? I say, you know what, I'm going to use Sylveon EX and let it chill there. My turn to use Rare Candy and evolve Litten into Incineroar. I attach the energy, and I'm just going to end it, have his Espeon EX attack my Sylveon EX, hopefully, and that's it. Coming in clutch here, I'm able to pull another Will, but I'm actually going to use Lyra this time, so that way I can move Sylveon EX to the back and Incineroar up front. Don't have the Will, so there's no guarantee that I'll get it both heads, but I'm going to go for it anyway, because I know I'll survive at least 1 attack. I end up flipping it and get 1. I get 2! Yes, very lucky. End up getting rid of this Espeon EX and getting 2 points, and now we're all tied up. Lucky for me, he didn't have another Sabrina or even a Cyrus to pull in that Sylveon EX. And now it's game, set, match here, baby. I'm going to use Will. And we're going to attack. And we're going to flip these 2 coins. And they're both going to be heads. And we win the game. Going first this time around, which is fine because I actually drew Magby, so putting Magby in the active spot and both of my Littens on the bench. Going first, so I'm going to use my Pokeball to see what other Pokemon I can grab. I end up grabbing an Eevee, which is great. I'm going to put that on the bench as well. Now time to use Toasty Toes, and I'm going to put that on Litten, baby. Alright, turn 2, I end up drawing a rare candy, which is great, so I can evolve Litten anytime. I decide to hold off 1 turn. I'm going to use Toasty Toss, and I'm going to attach it to the other Litten. My turn, I end up getting the Sylveon EX, so let's evolve Eevee. I'm going to draw 2 cards. Those end up being another Sylveon EX and an Incineroar, which is great. I decide to use the rare candy. I'm going to evolve the Litten on the left that has 2 energy. I'm going to attach the 3rd energy. I'm going to retreat Magby, and I'm going to use this red card, since he has 4, make it down to 3. Who knows, could help me. Now I'm going to attack. Let's flip these coins. Let's see what I end up getting. 1 heads, 2 heads. I've been on a roll with these heads. That's another KO right there, 2 points. Here comes the Deadly Will. Perfect. Perfect time to draw this. Time to use them. Guaranteed heads. Let's go, Incineroar. Let's attack. Flip it. 2 heads again, baby. Darkrai is gone. Game, set, match, point. Going second this game, I end up having a pretty good hand with an Eevee, a Sylveon EX, 2 Professor Research, and that rare candy. I'm going to be able to draw a lot of cards my first 2 rounds, unless they have a Mars or maybe even possibly a red card, but we'll see. Alright, time to start this up. I'm going to use Professor's Research to draw 2 cards. End up getting a Pokeball and a Litten. Great, I'm going to put that Litten down. I'm going to use Pokeball as well. I end up getting another Eevee. I debate if I want to put that down or not. I say, you know what, I am going to put the Fire Energy on to Eevee, use Find a Friend, and I pull on another Sylveon EX, so it was great that I put that Eevee on the bench as well, because now I'll be able to draw 4 cards. My turn. Now I'm going to evolve Eevee into Sylveon EX. Use its ability to draw 2 cards. I end up pulling a red card and a rare candy. Nothing I can really do here too much, so I put the energy on Litten and then use Find a Friend from Eevee, and I get the Incineroar, which is great, because then I can evolve Litten next turn. Ooh, and him getting that coin flip to get the energy off is tough, because I'm going to lose Eevee next turn for 4. So I decided to use Rare Candy on Litten to evolve it into Incineroar. Use Professor's Research. I get another Incineroar and a Pokeball. Use Pokeball. I don't get the other Litten. Just get the other Magby, which is fine. I decide, you know what? I'm just going to put another energy on Incineroar and let Eevee die. Nice, my turn. I get the second Litten. I'm going to put it down on the bench. I'm going to attach the third energy to Incineroar, and I'm just going to attack. And what do you know? I get 2 heads, baby. That gets rid of that Guzzlord. And now nothing in the back can really do damage to me. Honestly, this is a great play by them, putting Guzzlord EX on to the active spot, using Lusamine to attach 2 energy, attaching a third energy, and now using red card to get rid of my cards, so I only have 3. And then they're going to attack and possibly make me lose an energy, and if I lose at least 2, that would be very difficult for me. Luckily, he flips, and he doesn't even get 1 heads, so I'm in this. Lucky me, I pull the will, I play him. Now I'm going to attack with Incineroar, and my luck just keeps on flying, because I pull 2 heads. That's Guzzlord defeated. Game, set, match, point, baby. Alright, starting the match with Magby in the active spot. I draw a Pokeball, so now I have 2. First one I get Magby, not great. Use the second Pokeball, and I end up getting Litten, which is awesome. I can put Litten on the bench and use Tootsie Tops to start powering it up. I actually end up making a mistake here in using Rare Candy onto Incineroar. I should have left it as a Litten, attached an energy, and then used Toasty Toss, because then I would have got the third energy. Toasty Toss only works on basic Pokemon, and that's why it didn't work on Incineroar there. So I lost the chance of an extra energy that turn. My turn, and I draw a Professor's Research, which is great. So I use it, draw 2 more cards. I get an Eevee and a Will. This is awesome. I'm going to be putting the Eevee down. I'm going to attach the third energy to Incineroar, retreat Magby, use Incineroar's Dark Lariat, flip, and lucky again, 2 heads, and Sylveon is gone. This is an interesting play here by them, using Sabrina. So now I'm going to switch into Magby and they can get rid of it. I guess that gives them a guaranteed point, but it would have made more sense to leave Incineroar in there, use Crobat EX to attack and poison me. Alright, back to my turn again. I am going to evolve Eevee into Sylveon EX, be able to draw those 2 extra cards. I end up pulling a Lyra and another Eevee. I decide to put Litten on the bench as well as Eevee. I'm going to attach an energy to Litten. I'm going to use Will to guarantee at least that 1 heads. Use Darkest Lariat, and I keep getting lucky and I end up getting 2 heads, KOing Crobat, and that is game.